Army Operations and Training Advisory Group to the Vietnamese Army Medical Branch Military Assistance Advisory Group. His third war. Colonel Kanaya retired in 1974 from his last position as Deputy Commandant, Medical Training Center, Fort Sam Houston, Texas. At his retirement, after 34 years of honorable and distinguished service, he was awarded the Legion of Merit for exceptional meritorious conduct in performing outstanding services and achievement. The French government also recognized Colonel Kanaya during the 60th anniversary of World War II in the June of 2004 when he was awarded the French Legion of Honor by the French Ministry of Defense for services rendered in the liberation of Gruyere and Vieux-Fontaine. These are the battles that was a prelude to the rescue of the infamous Lost Battalion. And those that knows American Army history realize that the U.S. Army recognizes that as one of the top 10 battles of U.S. Army history, and he was part of that. In 2012, Jimmy received the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest honor Congress can bestow for his services with the infamous 442nd Regimental Combat Team, the Gopher Brook Regiment. While Jimmy made military life's work, he never gave up on his goal of earning undergraduate and graduate degrees. He valued education and recognized that knowledge he gained from coursework helped him do a better job and become a better leader. For 22 years, that's a long time, he took courses near the Army installations where he was assigned and earned credits to earn his college undergraduate degree and a few years later, his master's. As with other 442 veterans, as well as the 1 Puka Puka, the 100, and the MIS veterans, Colonel Kanaya's service would pave the way for future generations of Japanese Americans serving in the military. The words of Timothy 2, chapter 4, verses 7 to 8, describe Jimmy's journey in life. I've fought the good fight. I've finished the race. I've kept the faith. This humble hero inspires us all to continue to do our best, to be the best, and relish life of freedom that he and others fought so hard to achieve. Colonel Kanaya, U.S. Army retired. As a retired U.S. Army officer myself, I honor and thank you for paving the way for other Japanese Americans to be able to serve in the military. And for that, I salute you. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. That was wonderful. And I know that we honor you today. Thanks for coming. At this time, I'd like to introduce for the reading of Japanese American Creek, Michelle Amano, JCLPC board member. Michelle's been doing this for over 30 years, and it's truly an honor for her to read this. Michelle.
I am proud that I'm an American citizen of Japanese ancestry, for my very background makes me appreciate more fully the wonderful advantages of this nation. I believe in her institutions, ideals, and traditions. I glory in her heritage. I boast of her history. I trust in her future. She has granted me liberties and opportunities such as no individual enjoys in this world today. She has given me an education befitting kings. She has entrusted me with the responsibilities of the franchise. She has permitted me to build a home, to earn a livelihood, to worship, think, speak, and act as I please, as a free man equal to every other man. Although some individuals may discriminate against me, I shall never become bitter or lose faith, for I know that such persons are not representative of the majority of the American people. True, I shall do all in my power to discourage such practices, but I shall do it in the American way, above board, in the open, through courts of law, by education, by proving myself to be worthy of equal treatment and consideration. I am firm in my belief that American sportsmanship and attitude of fair play will judge citizenship and patriotism on the basis of action and achievement and not on the basis of physical characteristics. Because I believe in America, and I trust she believes in me, and because I have received innumerable benefits from her, I pledge myself to honor her at all times and in all places, to support her Constitution, to obey her laws, to respect her flag, to defend her against all enemies, foreign or domestic, to actively assume my duties and obligations as a citizen, cheerfully and without any reservations whatsoever, in the hope that I may become a better American and a greater American.
The creed was written by Michelle's grandfather, Michael Selby, so that's why it's very special. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge veterans and active service members. So if you're here today, please come up and introduce yourself. So please, veterans.
Start. Mark Dargal, U.S. Army. Nope.
Gary, retired Navy, Captain Navy, Corps.
Albert Hawk.
U.S. Army veteran.
Al Goshi, United States Army.
Jim McCollum, U.S. Army retirement.
Gerald Yamada, U.S. Army.
James Joy, United States Navy.
Bradley Sakaguchi, United States Army.
Lori Kelsey Sakaguchi, United States Army.
Robert Pennell Jr., Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy.
Shiro Mori, United States Army.
Please rise for the playing of taps. At this time, are there any announcements you'd like to make? Or before that, I'd like to give the opportunity for Lynn or Lily to come forward and check safety works.
We're all here today to honor and pay tribute to the Japanese Americans and Nisei veterans who gave all in their calls to service. They gave us, and especially of those who were waiting for them to come home in Minidoka, honor, respect, dignity, and the courage to keep going.